Alright, okay. Let's start the game. I've dilly-dallied enough. I had a good break. Hope you all had a good one too. But... You dare bring warriors into my lair? You must die! Calamity Ganon! Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Ladies and gentlemen, we may be at what I believe to be the end of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. We played a little Cyberpunk. That was fun. But today I scheduled it for Hyrule Warriors, and I wanted to see if we could at least get to the end. Yeah. So I was thinking, the fact that all the champions are alive and well. Again, if you don't want spoilers for Age of Calamity, it's too late. You passed the point of no return. Please, feel free to leave now. I promise I won't feel bad. But not only are all the champions alive and well, the future champion analogs who help out Link 100 years later have also come back in time. Like, so many accomplished and powerful warriors able to fight Ganon all at once now. Why exactly is Link important anymore? He was like the chosen one, revived after how many years, and now he's just a dude who can use the Master Sword. That's about it. That's about it. No, so okay, here's the mission we are on now. Recommended level 57. I've been doing a little bit of off-screen grinding, did a couple of missions, and we've got pretty good weapons at this point in time. Let me show you. For the next mission, I noticed you have to use Zelda and Link. And so, I did a little bit of weapon fusion. I'm out of money, so I can't really upgrade the Master Sword. That's a little unfortunate. You know what? Before we actually take care of the final mission, or whatever seems to be the final mission, let's try to get Link's weaponry up. This is the team that I more or less intend to take in to fight Ganon. I'm still deciding between Revali or Urbosa. Urbosa's got a pretty good weapon too.
Teamwork.
Plus special attack charge all around. I didn't intend for that to happen, but it kind of worked out that way. Like, say what you will about whether or not Revali's a good character. I think he's pretty good, and I'm used to him, so... Let's go. Let's do, Defend the Spring of Courage. I'm sad because I feel bad for you, Nobo. I literally did not use him ever since unlocking him. I just forget he exists, you know? Let's defend the Spring of Courage. Heck yeah. Let's put in both, Urbosa and...
You have a lot to look forward to.
Actually, we need to level up Link. He's fallen a little far behind. Yeah, he's got the Master Sword. I guess he's the only one worthy. Okay, so, wait, question. And this is a theoretical question. Since you just needed to be worthy to pull the Master Sword out of the pedestal, now that it's out, what happens if Link tries to give the sword to somebody? Would it, like, burn their hand? Would it be like Mjolnir and just magnetize itself to the ground? Nobody else can pick it up? I wonder. Let's put some experience up. Actually, let's read the story. Monsters are invading the Spring of Courage. Locate the source of the monsters and defend the spring from this attack. Alright, nothing too interesting. Experience up and money up. Let's go.
Can we start
Omelette.
already?
And rupees.
Not half bad.
You're saying it wouldn't have the same powers? It would kind of just be a sword. Kind of like when you have the Master Sword in Breath of the Wild and it doesn't go all glowy when you're not near Ganon. Yeah, I can see that happening. That makes sense. Link is the Thor of Endgame. But you're saying after the time skip he gets all fat? But he's still worthy. That's what matters. Kind of like Excalibur. What if King Arthur gave that to anybody else? That's an even better question, because as far as I know, Excalibur itself didn't have that many magic powers. It was just stuck in a stone. I like the Excalibur in that one Castlevania game. Sword in the stone, but it's still in the stone. So your character just uses it as a bludgeoning weapon. Swings a boulder around. It's amazing. Let's go.
You ready?
You can't choose leadership because a watery tart threw a sword at you. No way. I'm your king! But I didn't vote for him. Ouch! Ouch! I didn't expect to get comboed. Sorry. Do you know who I am? I am Urbosa. She is large and in charge. How dare you shoot lasers at this 8-foot tall woman? Alright, I understand. It is the Master Sword after all. It just is very underwhelming. I have not willingly used Link. And even when I did choose him, I'm like, I guess we should use the main character of the Zelda games. This is... Carlos was saying it last time. This is very much Zelda's story now. And it's cool how she actually had a whole arc of power, you know? That whole hero's journey of, like, being on the cusp of giving up her dream. Climbing over that mountain. Heck yeah. They're like Link with spears. Like, that's even funnier. If you end up going to the final battle with Ganon and then you don't choose the Master Sword as Link's weapon. Even more then, I'm wondering why would Link need to be there? Maybe he'll just bring the Master Sword. Like when you play Ocarina of Time and you can use the Big Goron Sword to fight Ganon, but you don't actually defeat him. You don't get the final attack cutscene unless you use the Master Sword. I always liked that you could use the Big Goron Sword. Yeah. Sword in the Stone's your favorite Disney movie to this day. I mean, how many other Disney movies involve the main character turning into a squirrel and accidentally getting a squirrel girlfriend? No, I've always wondered what would happen if Merlin, like, turned that squirrel into a human. But, you know, she'd have, like, the brain of a squirrel. So that probably wouldn't work out too well. Alright, Mr. Mouse Guardian. Freeze! You're hereby under time arrest. Link's come back from 2077, bringing the future technology directly to you. Weak point smash! The squirrel love. That was weird. That was weird. Oh, by the way, in that pack of Magic the Gathering cards I opened earlier, there was a squirrel token. I completely failed to mention it. That was cool. I like that in these booster packs you get little tokens. Like, it makes me wonder what the heck card makes squirrel tokens, and where can I get it? Honestly, for the less popular cards, they're only like 10 cents. I might just buy it online. This is what justifies my habit. If I can dig in the couch and find coins equivalent to the cost of a card, I will just straight up go online and buy it, just because it has cool art. Or because it has a silly premise. Slow down, boy! I'm starting to feel less like a warrior and more like a spectator! Ooh! The Allied Stronghold is... Die in. We'll send Link over there. Oi! Alright. Feel the storm! You would dare strike me? So, after doing all those side missions and the main story mission from last time, I haven't really found a mission that feels like that one time we had to go on a full-scale battle board with outposts across the entire giant map. I did expect there to be more of those. We'll see if there are. Once I really focus on completing the map 100%. It will happen. Today we're just finishing the story, though. Pay attention, Chris. Pay attention! You're looking like a fool! I don't know what that is, Coleman. And, Give me a second, let me allow that. Dun 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 dun.
Was not on your side.
The Triforce of Courage is proof that you're able to wield the Master Sword. The hero's soul resides within you. I like that, and as far as Zelda lore goes, that's held strong. Oof. The stronghold over there has also fallen. You know, I guess it doesn't matter as long as you capture the outposts, but I will try to free this stronghold. It's ours for now. Oh! Yeah, that does sound like a South Park thing. I do appreciate South Park, but I have not really watched it all that much. Not until like the later seasons, where they really, you know, came into their own and are unapologetically like parodies of current events, but still remaining topical somehow. They are really strong at that. Really strong at that. I've seen the documentaries about how like the only reason they can do that is because sometimes they literally make an episode in just one day. Few other shows can say that. Like, you watch the new Animaniacs on Hulu, and they're fully transparent about the fact that they're trying to make topical jokes, but at the same time, this show was written in 2018. So anytime they make, like, say, a certain political joke, they're like, well, yeah, we're hoping this joke is still topical because it's currently 2018. And you know what? It still works. Your dog just came in to sleep. Sounds adorable. Please send pictures. They will always be welcome. Wait! Wait! Just get smacked by the HINOX once. Never again. Not even once. Monsters are coming to the outposts! As far as I'm concerned, the best defense is a good offense. Don't need to defend anything. Just show our force, and there you go. Everyone just runs away. We have a good rhythm going! I was spending a little time off stream, like grinding out weapons and whatnot. I am literally out of rupees. See, look at that. We just had 635. I think I collected a lot of those just in the battle itself, and now I'm getting the rewards. It was to the point where I was at double digits for the amount of Bokoblin horns I had. That's ridiculous. I used to have like 2,000 of those, man. You knew the creators of South Park growing up and where they... Whoa! That's cool, Colin. Yeah, definitely when they were starting out, they based a lot more characters on, you know, the people they knew and not just straight up parodied what was popular. It's amazing that they have lasted this long, honestly. It just goes to show you the strength of, you know, the writers. Man Trey. Gotta respect him. Yo! See how far we can buff with the Master Sword. If you gotta use Link, you gotta use Link. Look at this! This LYNEL sword's level 54. Do I have to use the Master Sword for this next fight? Is it weapon restricted? I don't think so, actually. Master Sword level 8 still has less power than level 1 Savage LYNEL sword. I do wonder if it does a thing where... Oh, yeah. You're near to Ganon? We've doubled the Master Sword's power. Hope you're using it. Only double digits? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I used all of the Bokoblin horns. I used them all up. I was out, like, donating them to all these missions, using them for crafting, for taking ability seals off of my weapons. All gone. No more. Two-handed weapon. Nope. We want one-handed weapon. What else can we do? We'll farm more. Money and whatnot. Fleeing the weather. Pounding rain has made it challenging to navigate the forest, but it's critical to think. to find an exit swiftly. This forest is thick with monsters. Oh yeah? Well, we'll check it out. We'll put on a farming weapon while we're here. You know who has a good farming weapon? Sidon.
Prince won't let you down.
Because look at this. He's got sensor registered material drop rate and battlefield material drop rate. So if anything on the field happens to be something I need for a mission on the sensor, it gets like prioritized. It's cool. Speaking of which, let's register some stuff. Anything that upgrades Sidon for sure. That's Mifa. Alright, let's do it. It's just a little rain. He's a fish. He'll be fine. Rupees up.
Let's dive right in. Marvelous.
Insano, what's up? You can't watch ads on Twitch because of spoilers. Uh-oh. Did you get a Cyberpunk ad? I am so sorry if you didn't want to see. I know a lot of ads these days just show off critical moments. Speaking of critical moments, this is the end of Hyrule Warriors, but we are doing a few non-story missions. But also, I'm using a character you probably shouldn't know about. But hope you're doing well, dude. Welcome on in. Spear's like a pitchfork, great for farming. Wow, all these grains and rice, delicious. Hyrule Warriors of Rice and Ruin. You beat the game, cool. I want to talk so much about how cool Sidon is in this game. I love his attacks. I love that you have a smile button. You don't know how close I've come to posting on Twitter, like, can you believe that Sidon rides a horny salmon? In Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, Koei Tecmo, how could you? How could you? Like, you thought his run was a shark? No, it ain't. Take a good look. Take a good look at the shape of that snout. Take a good look at the shape of its hump. This ain't no shark, dude. This ain't no shark, boy. We're on a timer. That's fine. I'll just ignore everything on the way. It has made the timeline a mess. Well, I mean, I don't expect this to be canon at all. Like, if I have to defeat the electric moblin. If Breath of the Wild 2 ends up building off of this timeline, then I will say Nintendo has lost it. But I don't expect them to. Like, I think Koei Tecmo is just allowed to be like, you know what? Nintendo says we got our own timeline, we'll go crazy. Basically what they did with the original Hyrule Warriors. Portals, converging timelines. Just hand wave it away.
I did it. Fantastic.
Don't worry about canonicity. Da 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 da. I was never too concerned about this game being canon. I just wanted to see a little what-if scenario of, you know, how these champions interacted with each other in the past. Finally being able to see them alive, not just memories of them from Link's perspective. And I got that. I got that and more. So I'm okay with the story. Moblin's chasing me. Where? I don't doubt that many fans world over are chasing after Sidon. I just want my autograph. I'm heading over, baby.
I must not fail.
Wibbly wobbly. Timey wimey. Oh, that's a lot of choo-choos. Watch out. Ah. You can get, yeah, okay. It's canon to its own timeline. You can get away with that in a series that already has established the fact that there are multiple timelines. Sidon. I smiled at him. I struck fear into his heart.
I did it.
You should be in pain. Why are you smiling? Because even in the darkest times, a hero must keep a smile on to inspire everyone else.
Electric HINOX. Keep that smile on. Everybody come on. People assume time is a strict linear progression, but actually it's more like a sort of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey ball of stuff. And it is, though. I love my share of time travel in science fiction. Like, one of my favorite movies of all time is Back to the Future. But I do think a lot of movies go a little too far with it. Here's my stance. It's not a matter of going too far, because a lot of science fiction can do complicated time lines and whatnot, and do it good. I think Doctor Who is a good example. Depending on the season, you may not agree, but overall, I think it does complicated time plots well. And what you gotta do is you gotta establish rules. You gotta establish them early-ish on, and you have to be mostly consistent with them. Everything is an almost and a most. I mean, writing in general, there's no hard and fast rules. But whether you're writing something that involves time travel, like maybe Age of Calamity, or you're just writing a story that even just follows line from present to future, just keep the rules in mind. It's less about people not being able to understand and more like keeping constraints of what's possible. If at any time you can always say, let's just travel back in time and prevent someone's death, well then, you've got the same situation as Dragon Ball Z, which usually deals with linear time. Like, you can always wish people back. Where are the stakes? It doesn't matter if people die anymore. Like, no. Now, keep it like this. Like Age of Calamity, where the time portals bring people back, but it's not like they chose to specifically come back to this time. You know, we just had the power of destiny and luck on our side, such that in our moment of need, people were able to come back and help. And I'm okay with that. I'm not saying it's the right way to do it, but I'm saying it's constrained, and that's good. There's less content than the original Hyrule Warriors. Like, to be fair, the original Hyrule Warriors had a ton of content. This one prides itself more on its writing and story. Like, every one of these missions has a little blurb characterizing the character, like, involved. Watching the fish dart nimbly through the water, Miva had an epiphany, and that's why she got a combo. Stuff like that. Wonderful. Let's do a mission that'll get us some side-up material, shall we? What do I need to beat? A LYNEL? Sure, why not? Fight lightning with lightning. Oh, I have to be Riju for this one. It's okay. We got level 49 of Riju. We're not going to use her for the final battle, but I do want to give her some screen time. Let's get some more roops.
It looks delectable.
Oh, I gotta buy more honey.
Hi.
Assuming time is a linear thing, it's a big mistake for any time travel writer. If you think about it like that, Terminator 2 is a bad sequel. Terminator 2 even then still follows rules. Like, sure, they break rules from Terminator 1, but by itself, it's okay. And it's just a fantastic movie overall, so, you know, I give it a pass for that. Now, you know, Terminator Genesis, no. I was excited for Terminator Genesis as a fan of Terminator 2 ever since I was a kid. You know, back when the movie came out. Maybe I shouldn't have watched it as a kid, but, you know, too late for me. Too late for me. Ah!
Oh.
I still miss that Terminator 2 show from Universal Studios. It was in 3D and everything. That Cyberdyne Systems attendant introducing everything to us with super as part of every part of her script. I forgot we have 3 slots for food now. I could do plus 80% rupees. Ooh. Or rupees plus 100, but I do not trust myself to not die.
It looks delectable, delightful.
Delectable, delightful. Imagine if Egg Boy brought in Link's Awakening Link. I would have loved to see more DLC content for the original Hyrule Warriors that brought in Link's Awakening Remake Toy Amiibo Link in. His special move is grabbing an amiibo base and scanning himself onto the enemies. Just stamp down on him. Da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. You love the difference of how we're playing. You're level 45 by chapter 4. Now wait a minute. Like, I know you like to grind, but I'm still surprised on that, because for the most part, at least while I was on, say, chapter 4 and 5, I had done every single side mission available to me. Every single side mission available to me before progressing to the next chapter. So, are you like farming stuff? Getting good weapons while you're still like on chapter 4 of the story? I'm wondering about that, Sprint. Da da da. Da da da. I like how Rivali plays. You just gotta be aware that he doesn't have super high DPS. So in missions that say rely on a time limit, he won't do as well. But for missions where you just have to survive, or like maybe survive on one hit, defeat the bosses, maybe defeat, say, Stone Taluses, they have their weakness on their back, then he's pretty good. Pretty good. If you just want to defeat the enemies, but you don't have to do it in a certain time, he's actually good for that. Zelda, Sidon, Link, Daruk. You like playing as Daruk? I have not really seen anybody say they like playing as Daruk. He just doesn't feel like a Warriors character. I do like that he can roll up on that competition, but it doesn't seem super necessary for him. Apologies! We Zora are so susceptible to electricity, I wasn't able to help much. Your apology is entirely unnecessary. It's my duty as a leader to help anyone in distress. I've kind of given them the same voice. Uh-oh. You like playing as Yunobo more than Daruk. I should give Yunobo a chance. I actually think I haven't had a chance to play as him. Because in the story mission that unlocks him, you get Riju first, and then you don't get a chance to play as Yunobo until the very end, and I did not switch to him. So actually, let's do the Yunobo training mission after this. Just whatever we can to farm money. Da-da-da. Didn't even try Daruk, didn't like... I didn't even try Yunobo, didn't like Daruk. Same here in Sano. And I actually tried to like Daruk. There's something that didn't flow too well. I like him as a character. Love him. He's got the whole, you know, Goron brotherly love thing going on. Yeah, brother, from now on. What just transpired? Who talks like this? Come on, Riju. I know you're the chieftain. You don't have to act all, posh and proper. We can't let that happen. Bomb it. Bop it. Pull it. Oh, yo. Here we go. Months of LYNEL training in Breath of the Wild prepared me for this moment. And then years of not playing Breath of the Wild have made me forget everything I learned. Riju has too much speed. That's what I'm feeling so far. Well, I haven't really used her all that much. The way that she zips and zooms all about with Patricia, it looks fun, but I'm not really attacking the enemy as much as I'd like, because I keep going like, look, like this. 30 feet into the air, like nowhere near where the enemy is. I guess she's more suited to maybe like HINOX fights, Talus fights. As far as LYNEL, she really needs to be on top of where the enemy is. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. You like Nifa, she's pissed by Sidon. If I was able to use more than 4 characters, or if certain missions allow me to be more lenient with the character choices, I would have loved to have Sidon and Nifa on a team all the time, because the idea that brother and sister are finally fighting together, Sidon redeeming himself, because he's got that, subplot of feeling guilt for letting Mipha fight Calamity Ganon, or at least the Water Blight Ganon, and fall to it. Like, he was a kid back then. He couldn't have done anything. He wasn't strong enough. That's probably why he spent his whole life training. Finally, now he can redeem himself. I'm a little sad that the story did not even acknowledge that Kid Sidon is around to interact with adult Sidon. They showed him for a little bit, so they remembered Kid Sidon is here and alive. I'm surprised he hasn't come back up. I guess because the story of, Ganon resurrecting kind of eclipsed everything else. It makes sense. Pacing and all that. No, get inside the outpost, dude. Waiting on you. Everybody's waiting for you. I guess it doesn't matter if I kill him inside, because we're not trying to take the outpost, we're just trying to kill the Lynel. Freeze him! I wanted to wait for him to be inside the outpost. I was bitten a little bit before by not being able to capture an outpost because a Moblin was left it while I was trying to kill it. Doesn't matter here. I realize this now. Let's just kill it. Why did I unlock? Mipha can heal all the teammates. I didn't use her up until now because I haven't needed to heal. But in the last few missions, I have been feeling the pain. Like, look at the health I'm at now. Cryonis? Da-da-da. Ba-da-da. My bomb was recharging, but the fireball attack is predictable enough that it's really easy to flurry rush. Get down, Riju! You want to do a weak point smash? This is solidifying my decision to not use Riju. She's adorable. She's strong. Fighting style doesn't really work for this game. Princess Mipha, your words mean a great deal to me. From now on, let's join our strength. As in both of them not being part of the final party. Yes. Yeah, hopefully we'll get to the final boss by tonight. Not 100%ing the map by any means. But since we are, farming a little bit of money, getting Link that better weapon, I'm gonna go ahead and try to do a little few missions with Unobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Just to show him off a little bit. I'll give him a chance. I'll give him a chance before saying I'll never use him. You know what I just realized? We gotta get little Egg Boy over here. He's a good luck charm. You can play as Riju if you have to. You do not want to. I appreciate that they tried, though. Wisdom of the Storm. Sounds like a Activision game. Heroes of the Storm. Side-on mission is available. Let's go. Boo, boo.
I seem to have improved.
Sidon returned to a hero's welcome. He confirmed that Lulu Lake would be a perfect spot for the workshop. Lulu, just like... Ooh. Ooh! Thank you! Give me that big hearty radish. Why is there a Urbosa mission over here? Dual on Ploymus Mountain. Ah, right. In the same way that they had to get Riju to kill some of those lightning enemies. Alright, alright. There's a mission down here. It's Yunobu's training. Let's train. Let's train. Every time. I was saying how I'd love there to be some sort of like auto buy list. Give me that honey every time. I will need it. It's worth it. Da-da-da. Does Mipha get more healing abilities than just her special doing a heal? It's not even a full heal. But I'd imagine that maybe in the future...
What a treat!
after you get more combos, maybe she does a little more. Maybe more moves that heal, or the healing effect gets stronger. Da-da-da. So, who I like to use right now, Urbosa, Rivali, been using since I got them. Sidon, after I unlocked him, has pretty much been a staple. Not only does he have the style, he has the power to back it up. I know a lot of people like Impa, but I don't even hate her playstyle. It's just that I could be using other characters. I didn't like Hestu as much as I expected. He's cool, but eh. When you only got 4 people to choose from. There's not exactly much you can do. Eat a rock roast. So he's got a shield up. He's got the wrist protection ready to roll. He's able to use it more egregiously than Daruk does. That's fun. You love Hestu. He is your son, and you love him, and he is strong. Yahaha! The constant yahaha. Is that a rock fist? They're mining! I like that. That's cool. I should have played as Yunobo earlier, honestly. I thought Tabo was cool when I got him, but again, nothing wrong with him. I just won't have more desire to use other characters. Koga! I think my main thing with this game is I'm picking characters more for their personality than their moves, and if I can also use them in battle effectively, then that's great. I'm using Master Koga because it is hilarious to me that he's banding together with the champions to fight Ganon, whereas in the original canon, he did not. Ganon canon. It's amazing how history could have been so much more different. And you know, slapstick comedy aside, he's a powerful character. What's the big idea? You like Yunobo's combos better than Daruk's. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling he actually has combos, unlike Daruk. Kind of the same way that Taba has combos over Rivali. Rivali is more like, think about whether you want to be in the air or on the ground, and then act accordingly. Whereas Taba and Yunobo are more traditional, like, mash characters. Not mindless, per se. But their moves are meant to flow well. No, Daruk's protection does not actually protect. What does it do then? Does it reduce damage? There's gotta be a reason it shows up like this. Does it make my attack stronger? I like that rock fist. It's weaponized. Got it. So it raises my attack. Understandable. Have a nice day. Question, are you the only one who thinks Yunobo sounds like Morty? You know, a little bit. They're both trying to do the, oh, I'm a scared little kid! I'm not confident, I don't even know how to talk to girls! Oh, jeez! That harkens back to the fact that Morty is supposed to be a parody of Marty McFly. And the guy who voices Marty in the Back to the Future Telltale games straight up says that's how he does the Marty voice. You gotta get back to those days where, you know, he was embarrassed to ask a girl at the prom. He's like, Doc, I'm not sure if we should do this. 88 miles per hour, man, that's heavy. He does it better. He does it better. Doc! The strong attacks get powered up. That seems to be the theme. Any character that has some sort of modifier for their strong attacks. It's like, you got strong attacks that leave magma, and you gotta activate them with ZR. You got strong attacks that you need to time the ZR press in order to make the shark bigger or whatnot. Or, you know, I would imagine that maybe that shark I see when Sidon attacks is also a salmon?
You're not going to like this!
I haven't paid close attention to when he summons it besides running. Okay. Okay, I'm understanding Inobo's attacks more. He's actually pretty good. I don't think I'll ever use him. I'm glad that we were able to spend some quality time with him. I'm sorry! I really doubt... I don't think he's voiced by Justin Roiland, but still though. Wait a minute, we got a raid! That is the wrong... Sheikah rune. I pressed the wrong button. Magnesis is not one you use often. Lucentai, thanks for the raid. Can we get a shout out for Lucentai, Common Rider? Thanks for shouting him out. Vin, how's it going? What were you playing? Puyo Puyo Tetris. Right, that came out recently, huh? I loved the story in Puyo Puyo Tetris 1. I just wish I was good at Puyo. It came up earlier that I am colorblind, and that very much hinders me when I play Puyo.
You're not going to like this!
I'm sure if I was able to play Puyo Puyo earlier in my life, I'd be better at it. But it's like learning a new language. I don't have the brain plasticity to train myself to learn Puyo now. I know they've got like ways to change the appearance of Puyo so that they, if you excuse me, have 10 seconds to defeat like 25 enemies. I've already got a time? No! I wasn't good enough! I thought I was doing pretty good! The heck? I do not know how to use Unobo. Well, that's what training is for, right? Let's try it again. The last time I streamed this, I was doing the same mission with Zelda. You have to defeat 1,000 enemies there, and I kept running out of time. I think that one's supposed to be hard. But I hope you had a fun time, Vin. Were you doing the story of Puyo Puyo Tetris 2? Thanks for the lurking chicken attack, Goku.
My turn!
My turn!
Take this!
Going on power, heck yeah. Yeah, I should check out your stream because I do love when I play the Puyo Puyo Tetris 1 story. Anytime there was a Puyo mission, I was just stuck. The Tetris missions, though, I killed. Just like I'm killing these moblins.
Wow! I'm sorry!
If you saw me playing Puyo Puyo Tetris, it would be hell on the eyes. Because I have to use the skin for Puyo Puyo that changes the Puyo into the letter shapes. Like red ones are R's, green ones are G's. And that's the only way I can recognize them quickly enough to play Puyo. Not even decently, just play it. Because to me, even though I'm red-green colorblind, it's the yellows and the greens that are too similar to me. I'm guessing because the green's like a yellow-green. Yeah, I'd love to watch you see the story. Ooh, you finished the story! Nice! Yeah. Yeah, they've got options for helping colorblindness, but I do wish it was a lot easier for me. Like, maybe switch out the green and yellow ones, or any color, actually. With any color of your choosing, or just like black and white Puyos. Yeah, colorblind. People were talking about it earlier. And, there's stock questions that I always get asked, but I'm never prepared for. Because they're questions you can't really ask, you know? Like, oh, what do you see? Like, that's a very generic question. Like, I see colors, I don't see the world in black and white. I wish I could tell you how different things are supposed to look. Like, if red and green are as obvious to other people as, say, red and blue are to me, then that's not what I see, clearly. Sometimes I have to think. Sometimes I have to be like, okay, so here's a tree, right? And trees have green leaves. So I'm going to assume that the leaves are green. But wait, it's autumn. So depending on the species of tree, it could be an evergreen, and I can continue to make that assumption. Or it might actually be turning red. And I couldn't tell you, like, whether an individual leaf is turning red or is green. It's not a super interesting explanation, I'm sure. But, it ain't exactly black and white. Pardon the pun. And that is another question that I always get.
Like this.
I have not tried one of those questions. I have not tried one of those glasses that supposedly remove color blindness. Like, that's not going to change the availability of the rods and cones inside my eyes. What they do is they just map the color spectrum to one that is a bit more visible. Even between people who aren't colorblind, you can't guarantee that any two people see colors the exact same way.
Not gonna like this.
Not gonna like that. Yep. Like, I promise you that whenever you see somebody put them on and go like, this is what I've been missing out my entire life. Oh my god. Wow. I mean, they're only gonna show you the people who react that extremely. Otherwise, it's like, wow, these look cool. Think of like putting on 3D glasses. You're not gonna be like, this is what I've been missing out on my entire life. Because you already see 3D, normally. It's just that now you're seeing 2D content in a way that you normally don't. In the same way, you put on those colorblind glasses, and it's not like you're seeing new colors for the first time. You're just seeing things that you thought were one color in a more distinct color, and some people get surprised by that. Like, oh man, is the world supposed to be this vibrant? Probably not. Probably not. It just helps differentiate things. Listen, let me think of a unique question. It's okay. It's okay. I don't mean to like sound like I'm getting angry over it, but you know. It's like if you have a name that's easy to make fun of, people think they're being clever by, you know, making the obvious joke about it. Like, no, they've heard that a million times before. Think of a unique question. Is there anything in life I'm hindered on because of my color blindness? Let me tell you, on my first day of work, I'm a programmer, I'm a web developer, and I've done both, you know, server work on the back end and CSS, HTML on the front end. On my very first day of work, I had to create a new web page. Just a small little, you know, page that didn't have much on it. And I was given a style guide to follow. Like, okay, the header should be this color. The text should be this color. They didn't give me the color codes or anything. They just gave me like images that I was supposed to copy. So then when I made the page to the best of my ability, they were like, why is it green? It was supposed to be orange. Like, I don't know. I'm colorblind. I just copied it. It looks the same to me. Put them side by side. I don't see a problem here. Yeah, someone... my boss at the time just went in and changed the color codes. Like, easy fix. But, you know, I tend to not do front end. Just because of stuff like that. Yeah, I don't mean to say that you think you're trying to be clever or anything like that. Like, you are genuinely curious. But at this point, I should probably have, like, a frequently asked questions or something open. Like, they say that color blindness is common. Like, in 1 of 3 men, they have it. But I don't know why people don't talk about it as much. It usually is not a hindrance. It's usually not. Because for the most part, either the color of something isn't gravely important to my life, or I can guess from context what something is. That's about it. I'll tell you, I can tell a green magic card from a red magic card, and that's all I need to know. I got a fair amount of cash. Let's upgrade Link's weaponry. Imagine if I fused the Master Sword into the LYNEL sword. Link, what did you do with the Sword of Evil's Bane? Huh? You broke it down in order to power up the LYNEL sword? Ah! I know it has more attack, but it doesn't matter if we can't actually seal away Ganon. Huh? I don't care if you can chop his head off and sever it in one blow. We need to take care of him for 1,000 years at least. Ha! Fine, we'll talk to the blacksmith. We'll see what we can do. melt down the Untitled Sword and try to electrolyze what we can back at the Master Sword. Da 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 da. If I just feed everything directly to the Master Sword, would that be a good idea? Maybe. Da 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 da. Not even using the ladle. I mean, I've kept this entire time. The Master Ladle! Just put the spoon part on the tip of the sword. We'll scoop out Ganon's brains. I mean, is that any less violent, any more violent than, say, when Link stabbed it straight into Ganon's brain in the Wind Waker? One of my favorite moments of Zelda, to be sure. Uh-oh. I gave it the wrong weapon. Da da da. Da da da. Color blindness is one of those, I guess, disabilities that you can only experience if you have it. Yeah, especially even with, with things like regular blindness, you could close your eyes and be without sight, but your brain isn't attuned to having to be without that sight, because they say your other senses get stronger over time. You adapt, you learn. The brain is a amazing, wonderful thing. And I want to use the Master Sword. I don't see any benefit to it when stuff like the LYNEL Sword is already better. I'm tempted to just power up this LYNEL Sword if I may. Might just do that. Da da da. We got special attack charge rate. We can put on. With Link, I'd rather have damage per 100 KOs, like this. Is there a weapon that has a better version of that, I wonder? Not that I have. Not that I have. Da da da. I haven't been using this Boko Bat. Let's just eat it in there. Eat him up, eat him up. Fusion! The game might force you to use the Master Sword for the final fight. I highlighted the final battle. Well, what I think to be the final battle, it may not be. And it didn't say it was weapon restricted. Alright, let's be safe. I'm just gonna feed stuff into the Master Sword. Da da da. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 da. Look at that. +5, +3. It's not the best, but pretty good. The game doesn't force it. Well, I'm still powering the Master Sword anyway, because flavor. Because of my flavor. It's not the finale yet. Well, we'll get one mission done at this rate. Because we did start a little bit late because of Cyberpunk. And I guess we're on track to finish this game on Friday then. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da. We might have had a chance to finish the game tonight. I don't want to stay up too late. Like, this is around my normal ending time almost. We'll do one story mission. One. Just one. Special attack charge rate. Don't need that. Eat that. Eat this. I'm a little disappointed in the Master Sword. Everybody else has got weapons that are like 60, 70. Oh well. Okay. Okay, let's pump everybody's level up. Pump you up. Just to the recommended. Recommended is 57 for the next battle. So, Link's good, Sidon's good. Urbosa could use 2 more levels, and we're ready. 458 to spare. Alrighty, righty. No, I am not using Unobo. Okay, moment of truce.
Prince won't let you down.
Am I using Am I using Koga or am I using Urbosa? I'ma say I've been using Koga recently, so let's switch him out for Urbosa. There we go.
Why not?
That's reassuring.
Everyone's got a decent weapon on them. We're ready to go, baby. Cook it up, cook it up, cook it up, yeah. Gotta buy honey.
Hi.
I was ready to go. You guys saw it. The final fight of Wind Waker isn't hard, but it's very fun. As far as, you know, atmosphere, characterization, the final fight of Wind Waker is my favorite.
Oh.
I should just buy these all.
Oh. Oh.
It gave Ganondorf, rather, a sense of motivation, a purpose. He was jealous of what the people had. He sought to take it away from them because everyone else has had their time. In the wind. Not the harsh wind that killed all life. Just the nice little calm spring breeze.
Let's dive right in.
And you know, it made you feel sorry for him.
Not half bad.
Indeed.
Demise, I could take or leave. Like, it's cool that it sets up, you know, the whole legend of Zelda versus Ganondorf is really a reincarnation of the conflict between Demise and the goddess Hylia. But it really doesn't affect the series that much as a whole. Just a little origin story. Gonna be ending soon after this mission. It might take an hour, who knows?
So here
Aster.
you all are. All of you despicable pests.
Link's getting ready to kick his Aster. The Dark Egg! I forgot he had one!
But that looks like...
Does it play the Skyward Sword theme instead of Zelda's Lullaby, since it's just Zelda's Lullaby backwards? Scramble, can you do that?
You beneath my heel.
Whoa!
My fate!
What was that voice acting? My fate!
Perseverance. Link and the others
His egg is more than
overcame
meets
the
the eye.
monsters who had been revived by the Blood Moon, thus clearing the way to Hyrule Castle.
Oi!
Before them, their final confrontation awaited.
Nice dodge, Insano.
This battle
I like the Blood Moon
would
in that art.
determine the fate of all Hyrule. How might it end?
Welcome on in, Taco Boy. Worst company, yeah. Yeah, Cyberpunk was pretty good. I wasn't able to really do much. One downside to AAA games is, you know, you're not gonna do that much exciting in the first, say, even 6 hours of the game. So if circumstances were better, I would have done a full stream of that. But, you know, we're making progress in Hyrule Warriors, and maybe next week we'll continue Cyberpunk, but I do not intend to make it a regular thing. It was fun, though. Really well done, besides some graphic glitches here and there. Need to avoid it for one more day. Stay strong, Insano. I've definitely been there. The new game coming out, you gotta avoid everybody else playing it. It does seem these days that you get punished for not finishing a game 24 hours after release. The final battle is upon us. We unite our power to a sharpened point and seal Calamity Ganon. Da-na-na. The ones from before seem to be lying in wait and back at the castle. They disappeared in the direction of the first and second gatehouses. We must defeat them first. Aster and Harborsing again. I forgot I didn't wear proper clothes. The cutscene could have fooled me. It was pre-rendered. Da-da-da. A trap! We'll defeat them in Sojourn! Ads for Cyberpunk everywhere. Stay vigilant. Stay vigilant and say no. I believe in you. That's a Stelnox over there. Could you imagine if they built the castle just a little bit smaller? Oof. Stelnox tries to rise out of the ground and then instead just breaks through the ceiling. Weak point! You want pie? I don't got pie, but you know, I could order some cheesecake if you want. Should we start a group order on Grubhub? DoorDash, let's go. If you guys care about stock news, DoorDash IPO'd. I'm not really one to talk about stonks, but hey, that's news I know about and somewhat care about because I've been using them a lot. Heck yeah, you want DoorDash, you want to partner with me? Get a sponsorship? Give me some coupon codes for advertising? Hey, don't get me wrong, I've been cooking more than ever because of this year, but still at the same time ordering food from different restaurants more than ever. It is hard to manage these two enemies at the same time. I was hoping I'd get them both. That lightning. This is not optimal. Ooh, he does more attacks than the HINOX does. Cheesecake sounds good too. Low-key, cheesecake is a pie. It is not a cake. But you know, we love it for it. That's why I love it.
A valiant effort, but not enough, you'll find. This was over long before it began.
Aster summoned the Black Ganons. We need not fear. We will not lose. I'm gonna switch to Zelda once we see the Black Ganons. Her Transcendent mode will make quick work of them. Glad I didn't play this every day. Gave you a chance to stay ahead.
So the big bad monster's here. Good timing. You're gonna pay for everything you've ever done.
I regret nothing. Absolutely, thank Twig. Also, welcome back if you took a break or came in. I have not kept track of who's been here, but if you have, I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, I'm not one to finish a game like right when it comes out. I won't allow Calamity again to take what I love most. Not again. Say your goodbyes, fiend. Not again. Those two words tell me all the emotion he feels. To strike down Calamity Ganon and restore peace. That is my destiny. It is my true calling. This peace is what all Hyrule warriors Age of Calamity strive for.
Thunder Black Ganon.
I feel like this is the one you fight most in this game. Ha! Oi, oi! Mr. Fancy Pants warping all over the place, teleporting behind me like it's nothing personnel, kid. What's he doing? Bombs! Didn't do it fast enough. Oh yeah, one of my favorite things to do, at least when I watched more streams than I played on them, was play alongside the streamer, kind of compare progress and our experiences, you know? Just at my own pace. Like sometimes I do more exploration, sometimes I do more leveling. I do find it interesting that the big streamers can manage to make so much progress in 2 hours compared to me. I don't think I particularly play slow, but somehow they've gotten it down to an art. Being entertaining, interacting with chat, and focusing on the game all at once. Like, it is not easy. One thing people don't often get is how much streamers are splitting attention between chat, what they're talking about, the game. Boy, I tell you, I wouldn't have been able to go on this exact rant when I just started out streaming while playing Hyrule Warriors. Like, again, this is my first Warriors game. So by all means, I should be, like, floundering, barely coherent, and I am. But, you know, I've made a science out of it. And if somebody laughs at anything I say, that's just a bonus. Why would I regret anything? I don't. Now you understand the beauty Different playstyles. One thing that's been actually kind of fun, people coming in, saying which characters they like to use versus not. And the fact that the answers can be so different tells you how well they balance the game. It's like Smash. Everybody is here, but not everybody plays the same.
Now. Irritating fools! This will put a stop to your meddling.
For a second, I thought it was Sidon versus Waterblight Ganon. That would have been so poetic. Can't see. Oh!
I'll freeze you out.
Guardians approaching from behind! Everyone, take great care! You've been grinding rupees in this game. It's not. It's fun to do, actually. For the most part, when I do the side missions, I always throw on the Courser Bee Honey recipes because they give you that plus money. And usually, I haven't had a problem. Oof, that's just like his attack in Breath of the Wild. I haven't had a problem with money all that much. Like, I've still got side missions to do. It hasn't gotten to a point where I have to grind like one mission just to get enough money. It's a good balance, I think. I think one of my favorite quote-unquote modern things that got added to Breath of the Wild was how Link and enemies ragdolled. It's been in games since what, like the early 2000s. But I haven't really seen a Nintendo game do it until Breath of the Wild, and it looks so silly. Especially when Link like takes a spill. Totally wipes out on his shield surfing dude. Like Radical Man. He just tumbles down the entire mountain, taking damage along the way. Then falls into a ravine and dies. Oops. You died. Just seeing Waterblight Ganon ragdoll down the stairs just now reminded me of that. What is that? I can't see what it's supposed to be. I'm gonna have to guess. It was not freeze. It was not freeze. I think it was stasis. I could probably could have guessed from the color of what that was supposed to be. I usually look at the icon. Why are we fighting on the stairs, Waterblight Ganon? Let's go back into this room. We had room to fight. This is not the room we were in. Ow! Over here, up here, come on. That's also not a good place to fight. Water of light! Water of light! Ragdoll physics. Dominate the nation, how you doing? GTA 4 Ragdoll physics. Dude, I am still impressed to this day. Okay, I need to fight somewhere better because I just cannot see over here. Down here, this looks good. What's the matter, Waterblight Ganon? You scared, you little chicken? Cheep, 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 cheep. He does not want to come down here, does he? There you go. Just waiting. GTA 4 used this technology that I was surprised to never see in a game ever again, where the ragdoll physics had this slight AI on it, and they would do stuff like if an NPC was about to fall, they would try to grab onto the nearest object for stabilization, even if that object was you, and then they might cause you to ragdoll and grab onto the person grabbing onto you, and it creates this realistic, like, self-preservation instinct in the NPC characters. That was so cool. Or like if a character got hit by a car, they'd like try to put their hands out down in front of them when they fall, catch themselves. Where do I need to be? Oh, I think there's a target there, but I think it's on the other floor. Going up.
Link.
We'll just use Link. He seems to be at a point of interest. I don't want to dodge too early, but it's not working. Up. What? Up. Yeah, it was on a different floor. I'm Link right now. You can take care of this Mouse Guardian. It's not an objective. Woo! But it's nice to get rid of him. Fighting with the Gerudo, Sidon, Daruk, the gang's all here. Alright, somebody is on the way. That bottom right. Windblade Ganon, Sidon, no. I want to be someone else. I want to be Zelda for this one.
I will fight for Hyrule.
Have I parried a laser yet? I did it earlier. I feel like you get so much benefit out of the flurry rushes that I haven't really tried to do it again. And for the most part, I'm not playing as Link, so I haven't had the opportunity to do it again. But I'll try next time. Next time Link isn't at 1 health. Yo! Calm yourself, Link like Ganon. Is it just me, or is he larger than before? Definitely larger than Thunderblight and Waterblight, to be sure. Ow! Need more HP. I haven't been upgrading Link all that much. Again, haven't been using him. As you can see, I did put a focus on, say, Zelda, Rivali, those characters. I could have guessed that the end of the game would make me use Link. Should have focused on him. Good thing that this isn't the final battle. I have a chance to buff up Link for the next one. Stomp! Where? There. Snack out some apples. I did, as you can see. The Muso games are good with character licenses. They feel like the characters. You feel like you're Spider-Man. Hey, Marvel Muso? I bet it could happen. Sony's down with the Japan anime, just like one of my Japanese animations. You know what happened? Here's some news. Sony actually acquired Crunchyroll, the streaming service. So clearly Sony has won. Sony has won the console wars. Xbox, yeah, maybe you have Bethesda. I'm counting on you, don't blow it. But, you know, Sony has anime. Partnering with both Funimation and Crunchyroll. That's so surreal to me. Like, yeah, it makes sense. Sony does way more than just games, or way more than just music, way more than just movies. They do all of those things. Who is that over there? That is Link. Alright, let's see if he's still dying. He's still dying! So I don't have a Crunchyroll subscription, but I have had one in the past. Fireblight Ganon. Meet Ice Rod. I do like to watch me some animes, but if I can help it, I'm not, you know, I'm not into the whole modern subscription stuff. I literally bought at least 5 Blu-rays of anime over the past month because of, you know, Black Friday sales. I've got 3 Gundam movies. I got 1 collection of Gundam, like the very first Gundam anime. I have a full collection of Cowboy Bebop. Eat apple. Ooh, he headbanging. Too much heat. It's lit, fam. He's gotta rock. Oh, yo. It's hard to tell when Fireblight Ganon is like winding up for an attack or just moving. The fire is just visually accurate to me all the time. Freeze! Oh! I'm out of healing. Time to cheese it. Do I have enough Gundam stuff? Nope. No, I do not. You want a Square Enix Muso? There's Dragon Quest Warriors. I've heard. Somebody was mentioning that they played that. The combo 1 and 2. I would love if what they did for World of Final Fantasy got translated to a Muso game. Just do what they did in Hyrule Warriors. Play as any character. I can be Cloud. I can be Lightning. I can be Squall. I can be Sid. I can be Sid. I can be Sid. Or I can be Sid. Oh, hi, Aster. I have no qualms with you. I want to be Zelda for this one. Yeah. Although I think Zelda is locked here to this area. Can you be a chicken? I don't remember any chickens in Final Fantasy, but maybe. Hey, is this not the arena where you fight a LYNEL in Breath of the Wild? Oh, I have to crack an egg. Yeah, oh, he's all MALICE. This one's gone rotten. He reminds me of Majora's Incarnation. Any second now. Gotta pay attention. Golden Bear, what's up? Welcome on in. I'm fighting a Ganon with the Princess Zelda. The end is near. We're gonna try to prevent it using my goddess power. Hope you're doing well tonight. We're near the end of Age Calamity. We're not done quite yet, but we will finish this week. Also talking about anime, because Sony acquired Crunchyroll. I'll tell you guys, I have been going to Crunchyroll Expo. It's like their own little mini anime expo, Otakon and all that. Leave the rearward enemies to us. I'm sure the king knows all about those rearward enemies. Yeah? Yeah, baby! If you forgive me, I gotta focus for a bit, because I am out of healing items. Oh! Forgot my weapons were charged.
I will fight for Hyrule.
And you know, of course there wasn't a Crunchyroll Expo this year, but I wonder what's gonna happen to it now that Sony owns Crunchyroll as a company. Maybe it'll be bigger. Fancier. Withdrawn for now. Lu Bu has left the battlefield. Defeat Aster. Sidon hasn't really seen any action today. Let's bring him into the fight with Aster. I will sever your thread once and for all. Shadow Link. That's it, dude. The staple. Ever since Zelda 2, Shadow Link is here. He's got his own stagger gauge and everything. Spirit wants to make a Gunpla, but the first one you want to make is Dead Size. Dead Size has some good ones. The only good ones are the Master Grades, though. There isn't a high grade yet. It's on the way, though. I think they said they're going to make a real grade soon, too. Ow. Stop it. The real challenge here is having to keep track of both the Link and the Aster. Look, fake Kylo Ren. Last dance!
Playtime is over.
Is he Shadow? Playtime is over!
Hang on.
If he was, he'd be claiming he's the coolest. You know what? I'm gonna focus on the Link, because this is just too much. Yeah! I just don't know if he's gonna send out multiple fireballs or not. I'm preparing for the worst. I think that got him. Yeah. Ride, salmon. You saw that news. Common feels bad about me buying Gundam stuff after he shows me Gundam stuff. No, it's not because of you, Common, I swear. I'll be buying Gundam models regardless. I'm actually working on one right now. At the same time as buying Magic the Gathering. You can see my hobbies are very, very expensive. But, like, they don't have to be. I just, I take one for the team. You don't have to buy booster packs. You don't have to buy every Gundam model. I just like to share with people. I probably...
Hang on.
Just the fact that I have a stream, if anything, is the thing tempting me to show off these kinds of things. I'm working on a master grade. Oh, Shadowlink's back. I'm working on a master grade of the original Gundam, the Grandpa, RX-78-2. It's the one based on the big statue that used to be in Odaiba. Right now it's a Unicorn Gundam. But it's the Master Grade 3.0. And I'm trying to make it look as much like the statue as possible. I actually found some... I'm making it, like, nice and shiny painted. And for the past few days, I've been painting it with, like, this gloss coat. Makes it look like... basically like metal. And it's turning out real well. The pieces have been drying all day yesterday. And I could assemble them tonight if I had time. I do not have time. Sprint, try getting a high grade. Try starting with a high grade. It's much less daunting.
I must not fail.
If you really want it to be a death scythe, though, then you got time. You got time to wait. I froze him at the wrong time. How many chickens does it take to defeat Ganon? Well, if they were Kukos, all you need is that one army. Unfortunately, chickens a lot less powerful. Insano's back. Welcome back. We're talking about Gundams. Building them, watching the anime, all that good stuff. I haven't watched that many of the series, but I do appreciate the designs and, the whole stories of war and whatnot.
The story of my triumph was written long ago! How dare you try to efface it!
Ha! Link doesn't know the meaning of word Ephes. The Mouse Swamp has disappeared, but the fight isn't over, huh?
I am Calamity Ganon's right hand.
Your right hand comes off?
An emissary of fate itself, I cannot be beaten!
We cannot let this machine escape!
Such potential.
This time, we have no option but to defeat them! Alright, okay, Sidon's bomb does not go that far. Defeat Ast... Oh, we're still fighting them. Oh, yo. So what's gonna happen... What sucks is that I'm currently out of healing items, and Sidon's not looking to be in the best shape. I want to switch off of him. You're so strong and smart and stuff! Just wow! I don't trust the computer to not kill Sidon while I'm gone. I don't even trust him with Link, but I kind of have to. Here we go. Death Scythe Reset. If you guys don't know the Gundam Death Scythe, it looks like it sounds. It's got a big old scythe. It's almost like a Grim Reaper. Its body is almost shaped like a bat face. It's really cool. I have the Master Grade. There's a variant called the Reset unit that takes its little wing packs and turns them into full-on, like, big old bat wings, and it looks so badass. Oh, yeah. I had that handle, but thanks for the help. You did not, Rivali.
Yes.
Death Scythe was piloted by a boy named Duo. That is correct. Name a more iconic duo. Heal! Pro tip, you can't.
I won't stand for it.
You've been recording some stuff? Thank you for reminding me, because I gotta record some voiceovers for a project that I'm on. The deadline is on the 14th, but I have not had time. I don't have time for much of anything right now. But I'm making time for streaming. I'm making time for this game. I feel like once we finish Age of Calamity, I'm gonna take a bit of time Maybe not completely off, but try to stream a little bit less. Okay, so I need to head on that way. Which of our characters has the most health right now? Oh, it is Sidon. Alright, I'm staying to Sidon. Gonna make my way downtown, walking fast. Duo Maxwell, that's his full name. Now, let me tell you something about Gundam Wing. Every character in there is the early 2000s edgelord iconic of the time. And every character is trying to outdo the other in edginess. Speaking of edgy, Aster, you want to give up now?
How? The great Calamity Ganon selected me!
Sorry, man. You're not even in the footnotes of Breath of the Wild.
Cannot be my destiny! It cannot be! Hear me, Calamity Ganon! It's time for you to devour
No, no, no.
these.
He doesn't work for you.
These.
Yeah, yeah. How the story goes in every one of these. The right hand thinks he can control the great malice. Tries to summon them on us, but in reality, he's but a pawn.
Bye-bye.
He's dead. He's gone. In a kid's game. Ganon's here, baby. Oh, I like. Look at that. It's not even a pig form. He's just man. 100% man, baby. Egg. 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 Did you unlock your full-on transformation mode? Can you also become Battleman? You are not a gun. You are Superman! Woo! Would have really suck if Link didn't parry that. Oh. Oh, Ganon's influencing him. Scramble, no. Scramble. Oh, that's adorable, but Scramble. Oh. Exterminate. One chicken. Oh, I don't want to hurt the baby boy! Defeat the controlled guardian. I hope I can play as him. Do I have to be Link for this? I do. Okay, we're playing the feud. Duo wasn't an edgelord. Okay, listen here. Compared to... Like I said, since everybody is an edgelord in Gundam Wing, Duo doesn't feel like him, but if you put him in the context of any other show at the time, and he looks like one, think about it. What is one of the first things he does? The very first thing he does to Hiro Yui. Pulls out a gun, shoots him straight up. Hey, lady, I just tried to save you! That is 100% edgelord. It's just because, compared to the likes of Hiro and Troa and Bufei, they completely outdo him 100%, so he just kind of gives up on being the edgelord. Because he knows he can't win there. He tries his hardest. But ends up looking very, very benign as a result. And that's something I love about Gundam Wing. Anytime an edgelord gets his comeuppance, without necessarily being defeated, he just realizes, you know what? This is too much effort to be edgy. I'm just gonna be a nice guy. Like, say, maybe Revali? I'm down with that. That's like a mini character arc. It's simple enough, but it works. The first thing Duo says is, anyone who sees me dies. Ah, absolutely. The edginess pervades. Thanks for the Super Egg Sprint. He is the Super Egg. And now he is but poached. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm sure some of that emotion was just sapped away because of the fact that I was wearing the Moblin hat, but still. Hmm? Yeah? Yeah? Pikachu tears? Reviving Ash from stone? Come on, come on. Zelda's crying, right? Scramble, you gotta play Zelda's lullaby to help her stop. That's what you do. He's doing it. See? He's okay. Oh.
If I put this one here. It's done.
The creation of egg. Baby Zelda. Oh. Such a tinkerer at a young age. I'm so happy.
Mother, look.
Mother. What? Wait. I want to see a Queen Zelda. Zelda's mom. Zelda the 13th. Whoa. How did she forget all this? It's so odd. So dudes, what's up?
You're not going to leave me too, right, Terraco?
Terraco? Zelda, his name's Scramble.
Father, no! Please don't take
Hey,
it
Scramble,
away.
what do you mean?
The return of the Calamity has been foretold.
You know
As the
what would
Princess
be-
of Hyrule, your sole focus must be on your
You know what
training.
would be mind-blowing?
A toy such as this is merely a distraction.
Please! Please!
If right now, Zelda sent Scramble back in time to Zelda's childhood,
I'm
and
sorry.
then baby Zelda maybe didn't make egg from scratch, Terraco, but repaired the one that's broken right now. We still never know his origin. He's just a self-sufficient time loop.
Terraco.
Okay, maybe they're not gonna go that crazy, but I just want the little guy to live. I
Calamity Ganon.
wonder how many of the egg lads are out and about. Because there was this one,
Hyrule.
and the Harbinger that
For all
Aster
those
had.
harmed and slain.
Like, I could see that she didn't recognize it maybe, but
For our future.
if it's the only one, then There you go, Zelda. This is your Super Saiyan moment.
This is where you fall.
Frieza just killed Krillin in front of you. What are you gonna do now? Oh, wait. I mean, I'm the one who killed Egg, but let's forget about that. I want to be somebody with more health at the moment. Sidon can do it. Where am I going? There. I need that little blip on the map. I've got streamer brain. I only obey bright flashing lights. I see them, I go, ooh, pretty! Zelda's mad! I haven't been looking for Koroks, but I kind of want to find one right now. Just to break the mood, you know? Ganon will pay! Also, yeah! Just for that, I'm gonna go exploring just a little bit right here. Korok! Korok! I could have checked earlier on the main menu if there's a Korok in this level. Fine, we'll just go straight on in. Wait a minute, I could farm some rod? No, it's all the way over there. It's on a different floor. You don't remember your first gunplay either. That's Zelda's first model kit. Aww. What scale is it? 2-to-1 egg? How many did she make? Oh wow, maybe a lot. Create an entire baker's dozen of egg. I really like this design for Ganon. Real talk? Oh, we're... Okay, so...
To me!
Oh, we're going. Yeah, probably not the last story mission, but it's gonna be, you know, the end of the Calamity arc. You know why. You know why. Oh, he's got some sort of shield. It's not because I can only damage with the Master Sword, is it? I bet. Let's see what Link can do. Ooh, that tripped me up. I can't attack him. Our power cannot reach it. So, this is the true might of Calamity Ganon. What can we do? Survive? Ganon, if you could just not. Thank you. Dodge! Zelda? Link, you cannot parry that. That is not a laser. No, he's strong boy. Oh! Rise. Arise, egg. One last time, please. This hand of hers glows with an awesome power. Its burning wisdom tells us to survive. Go, egg, go! Go, egg, go! Go, egg, go! Go, egg, go! Go! Everyone! Yeah! You can do it, little one! Oh!
The power of the super egg.
That'll do, egg.
No more.
That'll do.
It is time to end this.
Nice.
Now our power will reach because of egg. Thank you, Tarako. Your efforts won't be in vain, I swear. I did not mean to dodge that, but hey, I'll take it. Oyo. Alright, I got a handle of how much lag there is on his attacks. They are predictable. There you go. I just see it once. I understand everything. Bomb him right in the crotch. Just enough to stagger him. Baby, we're in. Baby, we're in. Alright, side on now.
I'm here for you.
Didn't wait long enough. With Sidon, he's got pretty laggy strong attacks, so I'm scared to use one until I really got Ganon's pattern down. Oh! Not good, not good. Good. It's helping a little bit. I'm just so low on health from all the fighting beforehand. I thought there might have been a break in between or something. Okay, freeze him on here. More stamina. I didn't know he was to use an ice counterable attack. Ooh! I really tried. Tried to dodge that. I was getting too cocky. I should be careful now.
We point?
Oh, no. Now I'm just afraid that Sidon will fall like That was the wrong move. Ooh! More like I'm not controlling him. Yo! Calm down. Okay, I cannot afford to look at chat right now. Probably not gonna survive. Just do whatever I can to not get hit at all. Dad, you gonna tell me that did not stasis? He's got a ranged attack. Yeah, but what if though? What if I make it on this one little sliver of health? All right, we're doing this the cheesy way. Gerudo versus Gerudo. Mr. Ganon, you may have been a Gerudo once, but I'll show you what it really means to be
A warrior of the desert.
Spin!
Yep.
This should be enough to stagger him.
Now!
Just the whole fight. The whole fight on 3/4 of a heart. Let's go. Or cutscene. Phase 2 time. We're falling down. No way. This is where... Yeah. This is the Calamity Ganon area. I would have loved to heal at least. Link's got some health. Finish him off with an all-out attack. I'm grabbing that. Thank you. Put it right where the sun don't shine. Yeah, sure are side on. All right, I'm waiting. That is... Ugh. I expected it to be the Magnesis again. Ooh, fa, foo, fa, foo. Oh, cheese it up! Bomb him! Can't wait to bomb some Ganon. The secret lab under Hyrule Castle. I don't think there's a lab. No, Doom and Gloom. Well, there's a lot of Doom and Gloom wings. You ever notice that anime villains have a propensity to transform into birds the stronger they get? One-wing Angel, two-wing Ganon. Clearly it means that birds are the closest to gods. Or maybe anti-Christs. Ah, I did the wrong button again. Oi! Did not even see that one coming. He's going crazy. Yeah. Estás introducing a bad magic cheese. Calamity. Zelda, need some time to shine, maybe? Gotta be careful. Ooh. He's got elements of Calamity Ganon from Breath of the Wild. How he's like a combination of all the blights. But in this case, he transforms into each one instead of just being amalgam. This is way more anime. Of course, Tecmo Koei. I expected nothing less. Yes, seal!
Be gone, thought!
You can do it,
Oh, and Link, you know.
Don't screw this up!
He's here with the Keyblade.
Lock him up for good!
Link's purpose is fulfilled, and now it's up to Zelda to actually take him on. Put him where he belongs. Sacred Realm, Shadow Realm, same thing.
Mind Crush!
Look at him trying. Are we dehydrating him? We're dehydrating him into dehydrated Ganon. Secret Breath of the Wild 2 prequel right here. Just suck all that water out of him. Hee hee. Love it. Yeah, I could imagine after 100 years, Ganon would mutate, maybe become less stable, and that's why that's the form you see in Breath of the Wild. But now, it is the dawn of a new day. The future has changed. We just chrono triggered this place up, and it's all for the better. Ravi Pura, Great Deku Tree, he slept through this whole thing. And the chicken can celebrate too. Thank you. Thank you, Common. And Folsey with the chicken attack times 100. That's still manual. I gotta do that myself. Look, it's the welcome parade. Apologies for doing that over the cutscene, but Link, you cannot see your face with that big old snoot in the way. Yeah. Yeah. Good end. Good end. Why isn't 100 chickens automatic? Because I want to try to make it happen with more comedic timing than just randomly, you know?
Well then, it seems the time has come.
Like, I don't want it to happen during, like, super sad moments and stuff like that.
It was an honor to be
Oh,
of
hey,
service.
timeline's fixing itself.
I know you'll lead our people well. Read you.
I hope that they're going back to their
Thanks for
future
everything.
and not just
We didn't get much time together, but I'll always
ceasing to be,
I will too.
because this timeline isn't compatible with their births.
Yes, Daruk.
This has been enlightening. I even got to see the face behind the champion.
We established it. It's like Dragon Ball Z Trunks.
I know that we'll meet again, dear brother.
Yes, in fact, you're still at home.
Yes. You're my beloved sister, and our
As a
hearts
child.
will never be apart.
Like, this timeline's completely separate. They're gonna go back to their ruined timeline, but it's okay.
Never forget today's miracles.
They'll still live knowing they helped this one.
How all of you fought by my side, and the trials we overcame together. I'll treasure our friendship always.
I was absolutely talking about that. Sidon's the most personal of a connection because he was alive at this time.
To your future.
He knew his sister. He was just happy to see her again, and they've all
May the
had a
light
chance to
shine
meet their
upon
heroes.
you for all time.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, Nintendo, you better not release another Hyrule Historia that takes this game and makes it, like, totally separate timeline canon. I'm okay with you ignoring this one, please. Please. Like, I personally enjoy what they've done with the story, how they were able to take liberties with it, and fit with the themes of, you know, time travel causing separate splits and whatnot. But I will say Astro was a little underutilized. Like, I want to know what his story is, and if this is anything like Hyrule Warriors proper, we might get extra missions where it's like, oh, you get to play as Aster and see what he was doing through all this. Like how you could play as Ganondorf in Hyrule Warriors. That was amazing, by the way. Those were some of the best missions. I only played a little bit of Hyrule Warriors, but I did end up playing on a completed save file just to play the Ganondorf mode. And it was really, really cool. Yeah, I enjoyed this game a whole lot. Yeah, sure, it may not be compatible with Breath of the Wild's story, taken as a whole, but I got what I wanted out of it. Character interactions, just to see the old champions in action one more time. And, you know, pleasant surprise, getting to play as the new peoples as well. Definitely not as much content as original Hyrule Warriors. I didn't expect that. Like, I don't expect this game to have been made in all that long of time. I am impressed with how in-depth they were able to go with this basically one story of, alright, so what happened before the Calamity? What if what happened during the Calamity was a little bit different? And what if they were able to win? Just those three things. I take it as those... I take this game's story as those three parts. And they executed it pretty well. Yeah. Now, that being said, I would love if they added DLC. Just for more characters, maybe a little more side stories, like I said, maybe from other perspectives. There are so many areas that I would have expected we'd be able to go to. Like, we went to the Shrine of Courage, but we didn't go to, like, the Shrine of Wisdom up in LYNEL. We didn't go to, say, where Tarrytown would end up being. We didn't end up doing all that much in, say, Hateno or Kakariko. Or maybe up in the snow areas by Heiba. There's so much world to the Breath of the Wild world, and I was so excited to fight in all those places. Again, didn't need to, but it would have been really nice. Egg Boy, we got our own little Egg Boy. Scramble, Terraco, that's a fanon name. Loving it. One of the Ganondorf's first costumes in Hyrule Warriors is his Wind Waker robes. Right, I saw that. Like, Tecmo Koei, if anybody could respect the Zelda series as much, they're the ones who definitely, like, make a game fully aware that they are Zelda fanboys. And girls. Yeah. You have a problem with this game, it's that they advertise it as a prequel. I don't think they've... To be fair, I don't go out of my way to look and find advertisements and trailers. Not these days. But I knew fully well what it was going to be. Like, you take this game, it either had to be 100% accurate and then they just die, and that's not a very interesting ending, or they have to do some sort of shenanigans and change the timeline, and they went with the latter. If they were gonna have to do that, I'm happy with the way they did it. Now, it helps that this game is called Hyrule Warriors and not, say, The Legend of Zelda Age of Calamity. And it also helps that we knew that Breath of the Wild 2 is already in development, so I did not have any conception that this was going to be official story. But I can definitely see, like, somebody picking this up because they like Breath of the Wild and then totally getting an experience they didn't expect. What is that? That light. Link, open your eyes? Didn't even visit the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. Resurrection. Like, I thought it was pretty cool that we were able to go to it. But they just, like, oh, we can go to the Temple of the Time by cutting through the Shrine of Resurrection. Like, you're not gonna, you know, acknowledge that it's a Shrine of Resurrection? What it's used for? What you could use it for? It's just a place? Okay. Okay. Could have been cool if they added ghost costumes for the 4 champions. That's a little morbid, but I agree. Also, Dusty Cougar, how you doing? Visit this! Koei Tecmo, super respectful devs, and I respect them. Let's do the time warp again. Breath of the Wild 2. I am very, very, very scared of where Breath of the Wild 2 will go, both gameplay-wise and story-wise. Because all we really know is Link and Zelda explore underground, and there's a dehydrated Ganon. Sure. So what is that? Does that, like, set off a whole new kind of evil presence? Is it just, like, straight-up Gerudo Ganon, completely separated from his demise, from his evil? Would he be an evil person without demise? I wonder. That in and of itself is interesting, but where are they going to go from the gameplay? Gonna be an open world game again, but in the same world? I don't know how excited I am to explore the same world. My hope, I've said this before, is that they flesh out that underground aspect. They put, like, actual Zelda dungeons down there. And then maybe, like, the overworld is more of what overworlds in Zelda used to be, just ways to connect the dungeons. And that would, you know, help with one of the biggest complaints about Breath of the Wild. Besides weapon durability, that's a love it or hate it thing, and it's been discussed so many times over, I'm not going to talk about it. But one of the things was that, you know, the dungeons were just not traditional. The Divine Beasts were the closest we got to actual dungeons, and some of them were cool. I liked Von Naboris the most out of all of them, because it felt the most like a traditional Zelda dungeon. For the most part, they were just puzzle boxes, kind of just like the shrines are. But the world, oh, the world was so fantastic. If I could play Breath of the Wild again for the first time, I would. And, you know, I just love being in this world again. I love the lore. I love the characters. I'm gonna say hands down my favorite characters in any Zelda. And this game, even if it wasn't a Zelda game, it let me experience them all over again. Yeah. Then they give Ganon water to keep him hydrated. Whoa. Metroid Prime 4? Give him time. As Miyamoto, Mr. Nintendo said, good game good, bad game bad. Belden Official, what's up? You came to the end of Age of Calamity. We were kind of just about to end stream. Yeah, I guess we ended up playing Cyberpunk for about 2 hours and Age of Calamity for about 2 hours. Let's see if I unlocked anything new. Not ending just yet. I want to see what post-game goodies there are, because I know there's a post-game. Ooh, what is that egg symbol? Terraco playable?
Yes.
Show me that art. Show me that art and bio. What does that leaf too? Oh, I'm curious. Terraco repairs. By collecting ancient parts, gathering the ancient... Repair Terraco. Repair him and use him? Hey. Let's do a little bit of this. Just a little bit of this. At least one mission. Sailor Anna, how you doing? Welcome on in. I just went on a big old thing, but Age of Calamity. I give this game 2 chicken wings up. Oh, it's so good. So good. We're repairing an egg boy. He sacrificed himself for us, and we owe him our lives. We owe him our entire future. Egg, best character. A tie for characters. Yeah, I'm guessing now I can change. What is this? Winter clothes. That's beautiful. I was expecting her to have her, you know, regular researcher outfit. What? Oh, this is so stylish. I'm wearing this for a while. Look at her. She went shopping. She went over to the H&M or whatever clothing store is actually fashionable. I don't know fashion at all. Got herself some Louis Vuitton. Clothing perfect for fighting the cold in the chilly regions of Hyrule. Just in time for winter. The coat is primarily a wintry white, except for the lining and ornament on the chest. The brilliant blue of the royal family. I love it. Heck yes. Rushed game, bad. Delayed game, good. John Miyamoto, Nintendo. See, that's the quote. And he said that, you know, before game patches were a thing. So, even to this day... Ooh, I like this beret. Let's give Link actual clothes. He's finally earned them. The right to not be cold anymore. Nipple percent over. And yes, he can wear pants. Finally, after all this time. Let's give him the puffy pants. I like it. I like it. This outfit, 10 out of 10. And then we'll never use him again. Give me that fish man.
Won't let you down.
And some
I'm your
Koga.
best guy.
I'm eager to fight along.
Let's put Mifa back in the party.
Everyone safe.
This is what I
I'll
wanted.
protect you, sister.
This is what I wanted. Sidon and Mifa fighting again together. H&M, Hyrule, and Majora. Yeah. Is there Gerudo Disguise Link? I haven't seen any parts of it, but I want to unlock that outfit. I'm sure. It's like one of the most famous ones out there, so why would they not? You met a talented chef. He's been cooking. Buy ingredients. Sure. Get you some bananas.
A wonderful effort.
Money. Straight up money. Okay. Do 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 do. Poo do do do. Because this is something that has influenced even like Cyberpunk 2077's reviews. Some outlets have been reviewing it as if it was... Ooh, blacksmith discount, yes. As if the bugs were not there, trusting that they'll be patched by the time the game comes out. And some of them are like, you know what? I got this buggy game. I'm going to review it as it is. And both are fair ways to think about it. But with CD Projekt Red, I trust them to actually fix their bugs, so I'd rather go with the former than the latter. Oh yeah, give me all this stuff. Giant Ancient Coal. That, you can redo the banana one? Oh! 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 Suddenly all of these banana obtaining missions make way more sense. Any leaf mission is redoable. I was wondering what leaf meant. That's cool.
Good going.
You can remove the winter outfit for Zelda? We got a more... Or rather, now we have to wait less time for the bond to recharge, which is always good. I made sure to do that first.
For the good of all.
Oh, okay. So now she's back to normal. Okay, that confused me a bit, because with Link...
Show me your power.
I guess it does work the same way for Link. I've just been naked this whole time, so I haven't really internalized what it means to take off something. What, no naked Zelda? 0 out of 10. Dang.
I'm your best guy.
Real question is, when do we get naked Koga? When do we get naked Koga? Asking for a friend. I don't know about taking the scarf off Mifa. She looks naked without it. Da, 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 da. Okay, I'm gonna try not to overdo it, because we do have stream tomorrow. I might cancel stream tomorrow, honestly. Let's dance! We've been tasked with asking Koroks all over Hyrule if they know about parts for Terrako. Throwing a hop and dance party! Yeah, yeah!
Well
Put
done,
some
my
clothes
friend.
on. No! I must be free! Let the feathers fly. News of your dance party spread far and wide and lured Koroks from all over Hyrule. Hey, look at these! This is a little weird because everything else has used the icon from Breath of the Wild, but Terrako components are just 2D art. Huh. Da 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 da. Boom ba da da da. Where are the little egg missions? This one's doable. An old man in Dea Village is said to be so knowledgeable it's like he has all-seeing powers. Give him something rare or otherworldly. He'll tell you the location of that which you seek.
Impressive.
How are we doing, all you guys? You guys enjoyed the game? Hope you had a fun time. Carlos back into a Zelda craze because of this game. That's me anytime a Zelda game comes out, honestly. Because you finish it and you're like, I can't wait to compare this with my experiences before. Like, this was good, but also I want to experience the nostalgia. That is Nintendo's strongest strength. Biggest strength. The fact that a new game can be different. Let's buy some meat.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Ooh! Ah!
But similar enough to make you want to play the old stuff. None of these merchants sell meat, do they? Gonna have to go to a mission to get that one. Secret in Song. You heard a rumor that a songstress with the Rito tribe knows of a tune that tells of ancient technology and possibly this part you seek. I wonder, potentially an ancestor of Cass? Maybe passing down songs from generation to generation?
Amazing!
Oh yeah. Amazing! You did your last college assignment. Congratulations! It is getting to that time. I remember the days where I measured the passage of time through assignments. You got your final done. Sometimes you finish before other people's classes and you're like, I'm done, I'm out. I get to rest for these next 3 days before the semester or quarter ends. Eventide Island! So far out on the sea might have some parts for repairing Terraco. Now hopefully they don't have to go through the... They don't have to go through the Sheikah trial. The search party had a difficult task climbing through Eventide Island, given this island's scarce resources, but with great resolve, the party found many parts. Building a PC, what parts are you putting in it? Get a good graphics card. I think Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be my new benchmark game for a long time. Lizard, finally I can get Luminous Stones repeatedly? Oh, I've been waiting for this moment. It's one of the materials that's been so hard to come by. Wait. I'm missing meat for you. Missing... Oh, this is for repairing Terraco. I'm missing a lot of things for you. Get out, I don't need that one anymore. Anything purchasable? Yes!
Yeah!
You need a new GPU and RAM. Go download some. Tell me if you find a good site. You know, I've been needing some myself. Hehe.
Ooh!
Ooh! 1080 Ti. Wonderful, wonderful. That's the card I have. So, you know, if you need to know how well Cyberpunk 2077 runs on it, I can run on most things ultra to high, but at 1080p. I started the stream today with it on 4K, and it did not like it. It was at like 20-something frames per second when I just started. I lowered down the resolution scale to effectively 1080p, 50% scale, and it ran better. It was like 40-something frames per second. You know, the gold standard is, can a card run ultra graphics 60 frames per second at least 1080p, I guess, but these days it's more like at least 1440p. Discount in East Hyrule. Oh no, 40. It was good enough for stream, but I'm gonna try to tweak it a little bit more when I actually play it, like, on my own. Thankfully, I stream in 30 frames per second anyway. You guys would not have known the difference. New colors for dye. I can hold off on that one.
Die! You dare come into my clothing shop? You must die!
Terraco! Terraco, what pot do you need? Fish? Ooh, I can buy fish over here. Good to know you have the same thing.
Yeah.
Now, I just went with the default settings that the game recommended. So you might have an easier time, say, getting 60 frames per second if you play on high, just high. I usually wait for places like Digital Foundry to come out with their full analyses and whatnot. I'm gonna unregister this one. What else do I have registered right now? I can go off of that one for now. Let's do a mission that gives us some meats. This one's new. Defend Hyrule Castle. That's a new mission. That seems a little hard. Let's do an easy one to finish out the night. Fire hazards. I think I did this one on stream already. So let's just play it. I can be Sidon. What better way to fight fire than with water?
I wish to keep everyone safe.
I'll protect you, sister.
Oh, I'll protect you, sister. What other combos are there? Hold on.
All right, why not?
Together for all of Hyrule.
I'm your best guy.
I'm eager to fight alongside you.
No, you're not, Urbosa.
All right, why not?
Teamwork.
Teamwork. That's a bit more expected. Rivali and
You have a
Teba?
lot to look forward to. Now see what a Rito warrior can do. Let's see what you're made of. You have a lot to look forward to. I'm with you, Master Rivali.
Master Rivali. Link and Nifa?
You're not scared, are you, Link?
I wish to keep everyone safe.
Unobo and
Push comes to
Daru.
shove, I can do it. Leave it to me. I'd better not embarrass myself.
Not in front of big old Daruk. King and Zelda.
I will fulfill my duty.
I will use this power for the good of all.
Do not overtax yourself.
Alright, alright, alright.
Your prince won't let you
I'm getting too
I
excited.
wish
Let's
to
actually
keep
do the
everyone
mission.
safe.
And we'll get some more... Ooh, monster curry. Do missions that raise our battlefield drops. Okay, so give Sidon the farming weapon. Yes. Do I have a farming weapon for Mifa? I don't think so. There's an ancient part drop rate. I don't need ancient parts right now, though. Monster part. Does meat count as a monster part? I don't think it does. We'll use this. That's. I'm just gonna use this weapon. Alrighty, righty. Alrighty, righty. Material up.
Let's dive
Material
right
up. Rupees. Rupees? Cooking effect plus 20. Easy peasy.
Delicious.
I agree.
Did I build my own PC? I did. I've been building my PC since high school. Just upgrading here and there, you know. And make sure I get all these redemptions out of the way. Pretty good, pretty good. Your Rivali's level 60, you're not even at chapter 5. Okay, okay. I missed if you answered this question already, but are you redoing missions even though you've already done everything? Oh, hey, let me ask it. How about this? Are you using a variety of characters, or are you just using Rivali? Because when a character became too strong, I tended to, you know, swap around and level up other characters that I might want to use. With at least Hyrule Warriors, you've got the ability to level up to whoever your max level is. So the, you know, easiest way would be to level up just one person and then buy everybody into the high level. Scramble is missing from the loading screen. Uh-oh. Because he's gone. He's not in our party anymore. Oh. It's okay. This is all for him. This is why we fight. Open door. I can't open the door. It's blocked. I gotta go around. I went the wrong way. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah. I see. That's why one of your characters is so high. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, for me, I tried to do a variety of characters. I did end up, you know, doing all the side quests that were available to me off stream, and then whenever I was caught up, that's when I would stream Hyrule Warriors again.
Won't stand for
That's the only reason I ended up playing this game on like certain weekends when I didn't schedule anything. Goku's off the bed. Have a good night. Have good dreams of Night City, and when you do get Cyberpunk, I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you decide what you want your character to be. What do you want them to look like? Every single asset, you know. Every asset. 11 p.m. tomorrow. Hope you don't wait too long. Do. This channel got you interested in Yakuza. I'm glad. One of the reasons I even got into streaming was so I could share the games I like with other people, and if they've never heard of them, maybe they'll check it out themselves. I don't intend to be like a replacement for gameplay or anything like that. Like, I'm totally not one to think they're good at games. I've just been playing games for a long time, and you know, I can tend to understand how they work. Yeah. I think I missed something in chat, but excited for Yakuza 6 coming tomorrow. I know there's a time limit. I do want to figure out what's happening in chat. Make The Rock. Make Dwayne Johnson. Make Kasuga Ichiban.
I won't stand for it.
I must not fail.
I can't really launch Cyberpunk until I get my other copy of the game and refund the Steam one, but first thing I'm gonna do when I get that new copy, I'm gonna make Kasuga. I'm gonna try.
I must not fail.
Make Hira. You mean Light Yagami, or do you mean Hira Miki from Valhalla, or do you mean Hira the Strange, Sailor Anna, or do you mean Hira Great Glass Spinner from Magic the Gathering, or do you mean
Killer Queen bites the dust.
I'd say for Rivali, his strength is how versatile he is, because his combo is very, like, compared to other characters where their combo just goes and I just decide to use the strong attack at some point. But Rivali, it's easy to notice at what stage of the combo he's in, and then accordingly time your strong attack so that you either end up doing a multi-hit attack, or a strong bomb arrow, or you end up landing on the ground. Yeah, he's very situationally adaptive. That's why I like him. In any game, whether it be a fighting game, like Smash, or like an actual fighting game, or whatever. Warriors game, any game with characters, you know? I like characters that can kind of do it all. That's why in Smash I main Daisy and Snake. Snake can be seen as a spammy defensive character, but he's got powerful enough moves to go close combat. He can break out of combos with his grenades. He can adapt to whether the enemy is going aggressive or defensive themselves. He's got a good toolkit, is what I'm saying. I guess that applies to Rivali, too. Yoshikage Kira. Okay, so you do mean bites the dust. You gotta understand that Kira is a pretty common name in Japanese animes and games and whatnot. Ow. And my voice acting. Colonel. That too. I am a big fan of Metal Gear. I ironically have not played much of it on the stream. It's one of those games where, like, I will respect the story too much, and then people come in and want to talk and chat. And I can't talk to them because I'm listening to the codex. And there are a lot in Metal Gear Solid, especially 2.
That's a tough act to follow, but we'll do our best.
Andros won't have his way with me. Da-da-da-da. Why is Mipha just waiting at the door? I'm not gonna open it for you, sis. Da-da-da. I hope that the Metal Gear Solid movie ends up being anyway decent. I'm just gonna have to leave it up to the writers and directors. David Hayter probably not involved, even though he is an actor and a writer. He wrote the first X-Men movie. If you guys didn't know.
Such potential.
This bomb move with Sidon always reminds me of Rhythm Heaven, that one baseball minigame.
See.
I did it.
What am I fighting?
What am I fighting for?
You don't know how to find a good game to stream. It's gotta be... Okay, so here's my advice, and different games work for everybody, depending on what you want to do. Think about why you would like to watch a stream. And, you know, you can start out trying to do that. It may not work for you, but it can help give you an idea of, like, if you were watching your own stream, would you be entertained? And if you do what you like in a stream, then it's easy to say yes or no, like objectively.
Won't stand for it.
But besides that,
I must not fail.
do what's fun. Play a game where you can talk about what's going on, because either you know the lore, or you know the mechanics, or you know news about the game, I guess, or about the game's company, maybe? You know, the series, you maybe want to compare it to other entries, stuff like that. But also a game that you can play well enough
Won't stand for it.
that even if you weren't even looking at the screen, you could play. I tell you, if I was playing Bayonetta or Devil May Cry, I would not do well at all while streaming it. But a Warriors game, you can kind of fudge it. You can kind of just mash for a little bit and use that time to just glance at the stream. And you gotta be good at, you know, talking to people who you may not even know are there, but you just have to trust that they are. You know, I brought in Mipha. I should actually use her. Go, Mipha, go! And look, here's my strategy. I have to run all the way to the end of the battlefield with Mipha, so I'm gonna use that time to look at chat. All the chat I missed. Welcome back, Thank Twig. Welcome back. Kojima's not involved. You were telling me they're doing a Metal Gear movie without Genius Kojumbo. Well, we'll see. One of Kojima's big inspirations is Western movies. So let's see what happens with a Western movie based on his inspiration from Western movies. First two Fallout games. I have a friend who really loves the first two Fallouts. Min's Broadcast knows him as well. Apparently when he was in high school, he used to just bring his laptop to class and just play Fallout 1 and 2 all day and still get good grades. Those are pretty hard to stream because they are very incompatible with modern Windows. But if you can set it up, they work pretty well. Thanks to streaming Owlboy. And that's a good one because it's a platformer. You can take time in between story, in between platforms, just stand and talk about whatever you want. This is pretty much why I've gravitated towards RPGs and Nintendo games. Like, I like them, yes. But with RPGs, especially turn-based ones, it's easy enough to... Oh, yeah. It's easy enough to, like, in between turns, in between choices, just let the game be without having to pause it. And then you can look at chat. Or you can be someone who just never looks at chat. But you gotta be really good at coming up with your own topics. Here's something I do, actually. I keep a list of things to talk about on stream, because my memory's terrible. I wouldn't have remembered about the Metal Gear Solid movie casting Oscar Isaac, or Sony acquiring Crunchyroll, or, hold on, let me refer to my list. Or having Magic Booster Packs, or the fact that Superliminal, a game that was recommended to me recently, has a soundtrack made by 2Mello, a game composer that I've been watching recently. Following, I guess. Or the fact that I bought this shirt. See, I keep these on hand, but I don't always refer to them. Just, if I need something to talk about, I can just say, oh yeah, that thing, and then look. I didn't actually buy this shirt. I was thinking about buying it. It looks really cool. It's got like a mix of the design between the first Gundam and the Mark II Gundam. If you look really close. If you look really close. If you look really close. It's the egg dog as the face. And then they use the Mobile Suit Gundam logo, but instead it says egg dog. This is what we're doing. Right here. We're collecting parts so that Scrambled Terrako can be reformed into his true Gundam self. Yeah. Yo. You had a dream that you started streaming Owlboy, and I was helping you with a mic issue. Oh, yes. Don't talk to me about, but do talk to me about mic issues. It's something that I even have this late into my quote-unquote streaming career. It's just one of those things that sound different to everybody, depending on what speakers they're listening to, what headphones they have. So you can just never tell exactly what other people are hearing. I still have to ask people, hey, does the volume sound good? And sometimes when I thought it was good, it's not. So thanks for telling me if I ask and you guys respond. I greatly appreciate that. I actually saw a tweet earlier today from Sarah Key, a pretty famous Kingdom Hearts streamer. I actually saw her at TwitchCon. I didn't know her, but I saw her. She got her TwitchCon badge right after I did. She was just kind of hanging by an entrance, and Iron Merlin, our friend that we were with, recognized her and had a picture with her. Oh! She tweeted out hey, viewers, if the streamer's having some weird audio issues or if their mic sounds off, please tell them. We promise we won't get mad. Because that's something that we just don't expect and don't know is happening until someone says something. Yeah. Is it the same egg dog from Part-Time UFO? No. But it's quite possible that it was inspired by the meme. It's a meme that didn't really get that popular, but there's a social media presence, I guess you could call him. I think his name is Zemsire. He makes a lot of source filmmaker videos about the egg dog, and he's kind of taken it and made it his own. He's the one who designed that shirt, actually. So, it's on somewhere. It's on somewhere you can buy it officially. I'm really bad at citing stuff like that. At the very least, go check out Zemsire on Twitter. Ding, 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 ding. Doon 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 doon. Do 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 do. Is the Samsung G-Track Pro good? Funny you asked that. I've had that exact microphone, and I liked it. I liked it while I had it, but it was just short of how good I know a microphone could sound. It was the microphone I had before this last one, and I did give it away. I actually gave it away to Min's Broadcast in the chat right now. He's my buddy from college, so I'm like, hey, I'm not using this, and I know your mic isn't great. Sorry, Carlos, but your old mic was not great. So I'm like, here, take mine. Take this old one. It's cool because it's got a little quarter-inch jack if you want to plug in a, say, electric guitar or instrument and use that to record the instrument directly. It's a good one. I'd say that's a good one. I would honestly recommend that mic over the Blue Yeti. Blue Yeti is the microphone that everybody says you should start out with if you start streaming. Did I not get enough meat? I need money. How do I not have money? Wait, how much money do I have?
You!
Oh, I am poor. Well, let's sell some nanners. Hee hee. Still not enough. What else do I need? Oh, what? Wait. 1,974, but...
You!
I guess I do have that much money. Let's sell some stuff, baby! I don't recommend the Blue Yeti, because the Blue Snowball, a different microphone from Blue, is just as good for purposes you'd use the Blue Yeti for. Yeti has some features that you'd probably never make use of. I'd honestly recommend the Snowball. It sounds as good, and it's just, you know, you plug it in and it works. If you want cheap. But if you want a better mic for the same price as the Blue Yeti, then the G-Track Pro is what I'd recommend there. Basically, you want a better mic, or do you want cheaper? Blue Snowball goes for like 50 bucks. About half the price of a Yeti, so... that's why it's hard to ignore it. None of these are high sell items. I'm just gonna sell everything with low power. Because they're getting outclassed real fast. There you go, that's enough money. You're doing Koga's training with material drop up to get bananas and sell them. Hey, that's a good money-making scheme. Repeatable engine, I like it, I like it.
Beautiful work.
Beautiful work. Search party set off with gusto. They found some parts. The Mookigas don't stop spawning after you get 300 in Koga's training. Ah, so farm them up. I like it. Gathering the facts.
Yo.
Yo. So this is just, you know, chill playing Calamity Hour. Probably not going to do another story mission anytime soon. So, you know, if you guys need to go to sleep, I do not blame you. Thanks for hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. I'm poor. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's train with some Koga. Master Kogers. Like Poggers. Kogchamp. Kogchamp. Oh no, what would that emote even look like? He's wearing a mask. You draw like a surprised face on there? See if I get any material drop weapons. From grass? There's no grass in the Iga hideout. I think I had one and then I fused it. That's alright. That's okay. I'm just gonna use this one. And we'll eat some, drop up foods. Hopefully I can make it. I know I need egg for those? Yeah, these are simple enough. What does this need? It needs... Why does making bread need rocks? Weird. Let's buy some wheat. Wheato!
Yeah.
Farm a lot. Alright, well, let's make it happen. I'm too poor to buy wheat. Get 5.
Oh.
I haven't had this little money since the beginning of the game. Amazing. Dun 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 dun. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum.
Tasty.
Bum 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 bum. Oh, it's rock salt. Okay, that makes sense. I wonder where they get the yeast. I wonder how people discovered yeast in the first place. Like, hey, let's put this random gunk into our bread and it makes it all fluffy. Hey, that's pretty good. Let's get more of this gunk, whatever it is. Da 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 da. Ba da da da. Ba da da da. The microphones I've had for streaming, I did start out with a Blue Yeti, eventually switched up to a G-Track. Now I'm using a Audio-Technica AT2035, but not the USB version. I do not recommend the USB version. Like, you'll be better off. You'll be better off using any sort of XLR microphone with a XLR to USB interface adapter. It does cost a bit of money, but if you're like me and you are just not satisfied with anything but the best, at least what is observably the best, then you'll save money in the long run and not be like me having to upgrade mic so often. Just get a cheap XLR mic. It can even be like from one of those Chinese import websites. Like the dirt cheapest XLR microphone can sound better than a lot of USB microphones. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh yo. Now hold on. Hold on, I'm here to fight Yigas.
I'm serving up.
You know what would have been cool to see? A character that can either, as part of their Muso attack or some sort of special ability, summon the dragons. LYNEL and Baron and whatever the last one is. Din? Just Din? Dinral. Dinral. I'm surprised they're not in this game at all. Oh, you know what? Once you upgrade it, I like this attack. Get carried off by your men and just keep going. The more you mash X, the more he runs. Audio-Technica, go with the 2020. The 2035 is what I have. It's cost a little bit more for a little bit better quality. Honestly, you don't need it. I'm just like, you know what? I'm splurging. If this is gonna be the last mic I buy, I might as well make sure it's the best. But the difference is probably not even recognizable as long as you guys aren't even listening with good headphones. Or like the best headphones, rather. During that attack, he dangles a banana on a stick. Does he? Hold on, let me do it. Big Blade Blast. No, not the Blade Masters. Not the Blade Masters. Anybody with them. Maybe just one of them. Uh-oh. I'm about to kill him. No! I meant to farm some more. It's okay. We'll do this one again.
Look.
Oh! Wow, 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 wow. Audio-Technica 2020. It comes in both a USB form that has like a built-in analog to digital converter. You just get 100 based on that one mission? So worth it. That's an easy thou. An easy thou after each one, not to mention the rewards you get from the mission itself. And it also comes in a XLR version, XLR being a more traditional microphone plug. You need some sort of XLR to USB audio interface or sound capture card or something in order to plug it into a computer. But it is so worth it. So worth it. One more little farming mission. I'm serving up a whole lot of hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Da, 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 da. I'm out of eggs. How can I be out of eggs? That seems off-brand for me. I gotta make some myself. You also got a plus 10 EXP on Koga's weapon. Hey, this is also a good way to farm weapons for Koga too, so we'll be rolling in dough. I think there's a mission over here to increase the efficiency of... No, increase the chance that high quality weapons drop. I would like that, please. Can I buy some frogs? Some raw meat as well. I know there's a merchant that sells frogs. Can't hide from me. They might not be out right now. We'll get them. We'll get them in due time. For now, let's get some more nanas.
Give me seconds.
Egg. I guess I've reached that point where I'm an authority on how to be good streamer. I assure you guys I'm not. I'm bumbling through this as much as any other person, because what works for somebody will not necessarily work for anybody else, and that is a golden rule. The only consistent thing is if you enjoy it, whether it's the video creation aspect, the setting up scenes and alerts and whatnot, or just having fun playing games, as long as you enjoy it and are okay with either, like, you know, never making it big, never making money off of it, never getting popular, you're just doing it because you want to, then whatever happens on top of that's a bonus. You know?
I did it! I did it!
I stream because I want to share games with friends, my experiences, my propensity to find little glitches here and there sometimes. Alright. He is dangling a banana, look at that! Oh, that's hilarious, I've never noticed that little detail before. Koei Tecmo. Am I just imagining it, or did they used to be called Tecmo Koei? Because their logo is KAT, so it's Koei Tecmo. In my mind, I keep saying Tecmo Koei, but I can't remember if that's ever been a thing. I know Namco Bandai changed their name to Bandai Namco, or vice versa. I don't remember. I say Bandai whenever I'm talking about toys and Gundam. I say Namco when I'm talking about games, essentially. Koga's earning his keep. There's a reason he's the leader of the Yiga. He's lazy, he's selfish, but he does have skills. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Oh yo. Stress laser. The way that the game describes Master Koga's like loadout attacks, it's so on brand. It's not even like super Kaze beam wave whatever. It's just like big fiery blast. That's what it says.
I did it! What's up?
Build up that stress millimeter. Da, 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 da. I'm just gonna spam up until I see. Look, top left. Wait a minute. Big glowy blast. Sorry, not fiery. Not top left. Right in the middle of the screen.
Yikes!
Yikes! As a Kuga, you endorse Koga. Whoa! Kuga, Koga, same thing. Little did you know. I'm a little disappointed we never play as Suga. Or at least, you know, don't unlock him before the end of the game. If he is playable, I don't know. If he's not playable, please let me know. If he is, don't say anything. He was a cool new character, just came out of nowhere. If only Koga's playable, that's a little bit of a disappointment. I mean, it's amazing. But you endorsed this cool guy, and then didn't do anything character-wise with him? Bum 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 bum. I'm farming those nans. Get that potassium in ya. 400 KOs. You honestly don't know. You gotta fix Terraco though. Ooh, go get him. The return of Egg.
The return.
I like the move where the clone punches him in the face. Do 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 do. So here's something I've been wondering, since you guys saw me do that Unobo training and fail, and last time I did Zelda's training with bows and also failed, because I did not have enough enemies to kill to meet the requirement rather. Is it better to kill every single enemy on the screen in order to make more spawns, or are the spawns just on a timer? Sometimes I see these gaps in between the waves, and I'm like, are enemies out there and I'm just in the wrong place? I don't see them on the map. Or is there something I'm doing wrong with how I'm killing them that doesn't cause them to spawn as often? Spawns happen more if you kill the big enemies. That makes sense to me. There are, however, missions where I don't see any big enemies, not even on the map, and they just don't spawn enough. Huh. Well, they're done. They're done now, at the very least. Alright, I'm gonna kill this dude. I'm gonna see if I can do any more Terraco Repairicos. Looks like I came out on top, but who's surprised? I am me after all. Moblins don't spawn? Specifically for Zelda's training, where you have to defeat 1,000. I did see some big Lizalfos and Moblins, yes. I killed them, and then I killed the Bokoblins, and then it was just empty. I only barely got that mission done. Like literally 1,000 kills at the 0-second mark. Doon 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 ba da da do. Ba da da da. Wa da da do. Boom ba da do do. Ba da da do. Alrighty, righty. What can we do? Blood Moon Battlefields? Link! The blood moon rises once again! Why can I... What? Link! I can hear my own microphone. I shouldn't be able to. Voice mod, what did you do? Settings? Voice mod had an update, and usually when it does, something goes weird. Huh? Test. Why is Hear Myself turning on? I disabled that. Volume mixer. See what I'm saying about having audio issues even this late? You get out of here, sir. Link! That's much better. Every time it finds new ways to surprise me. Yeah, I had to mute it. Yeah, it's turning on Hear Myself, even though I don't have that option on. I'm looking at my Stream Deck, and it turns itself on, even though the icon is not lit. Good to know it's happened to you too. Oh, well, I have a fix for it. Link! The blood moon rises once again. The hour of the blood moon. It is then that Calamity Ganon's power waxes fully. Stronger enemies await. So it's like hard battles. Even though there's already a hard mode. That's interesting. Oh, this is a mission that I already had, but now it's special. Like, you know, prankster comets in Galaxy? I get it. Urbosa enhanced ability? Yes.
There's more where that
The length of your lightning gauge has been doubled. Long, long lightning. Yeah, baby. Gotta buy some hydro melons. Vasak! Is that enough? Yes, yes, yes. Gathering the facts. There's been a large gathering where everyone will share details about the search for parts. Good food will help. We're doing catering for the gathering. Managing the gathering. Discovery of parts, of course. Good meeting, good meeting. They had their Zoom call. Everything went swimmingly. How many more Terraco missions do I have? I've got this last one, apparently. Yeah! Let's see if another one spawns after I... Yeah! After I get this... These materials. We're going shopping! For Terraco. It's all for him. Everything I do. Yeah! It's like we're preparing for a baby. It's on its way. Earn recipe for monster stew. I'm gonna make sure I don't need those parts, those materials for Terraco. Okay, how many more pieces do I need? I gotta check how many materials I have, how many Terraco parts. Because I need 50 to repair them. Right now, I have 19. Oh, that is nowhere near enough. They're clearly gonna spawn more after this. I need everything. I need all the things. Alright, okay, let's do... Let's check out what this oh, never mind, level 68. Let's do more of this. We're grinding. Gotta buy more egg. And wheat.
Yeah.
I'm poor. As much wheat as I can. Alright, baby. The Yiga. That'll be our punching bags for at least a little bit more.
Looks tasty. Give me seconds.
Now, I bet that Nintendo, the dev team that made Breath of the Wild, gave Koei Tecmo all the assets, like the literal models for Breath of the Wild's maps. And then from there, Koei Tecmo might have done a little sprucing up, maybe some cleaning up for some textures, some lighting changes. I could tell, even without comparing this directly to Breath of the Wild, that the graphics in this, I think they're a little better. I think they're a little better. From an artistic standpoint. At first glance, you'd be like, what do you mean? They're the exact same models. How can they be better? But I think the lighting is more appealing. Because something that people don't realize all that often is Breath of the Wild 1 was very washed out. Like, it looks very... At times it looks very blurry and foggy. And it works because, you know, you're looking off in the distance. You're looking into the fog. You start out in a desolate world. But you compare it to, say, Genshin Impact. You look at Genshin Impact and all those other Breath of the Wild-like games that are coming out. And you say, hey, this looks exactly like Breath of the Wild. You compare them, and you realize, oh, Breath of the Wild looks a little worse than I remember. It also doesn't run at full 1080p. Like, I will admit, from a technical standpoint, Breath of the Wild isn't the greatest. It just makes up for it with stellar art direction. And now that we have a version of the Breath of the Wild world that was made specifically for the Switch, and not for Switch and Wii U, you can see just little subtle changes that show off what the world can look like. Even this game doesn't run at 1080p, but it's a little better.
I did it! I did it!
You're going to bed, says Felden. All right. Then, mission accomplished. Felden, have a good one. Sleep well. This is Solid Snake, signing off. Operation Sleep Dreamer. Sleep well, okay? Da 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 da. Great moves! Great moves!
I'm serving up a whole lot of hurt.
With the goddess Hylia as my witness, I will repair Terako tonight. If he is a playable character, though, that means I'm obligated to at least play one mission with him after, though. It is getting close to 1 a.m. Usually later than I stream. Would have definitely gotten to this point faster if I didn't play Cyberpunk today, but I'm glad I did. Oi.
Not that easy. Watch this.
Woo! I haven't seen this one yet. Katamari Damacy. It's cool that you unlock new combos, but I usually don't get the chance to see them because they involve you extending the weak hit combo for so long. I usually have to dodge before then. Wham, 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 wham. See, in order to levitate like Master Koga, you have to put your hands into that ninja pointing pose. And it only works because he's pointing up. He's pointing up, and therefore his body also goes up. Easy. That's how it works. Like that cartoon logic. As long as you walk off a cliff and don't look down, you will stay suspended in midair. Ba-da-da-da-dum-dum. Ba-da-da-da-dum-dum. Blood Moon has no longer risen. Oh, but it's on that mission now. Interesting. You know, there's no way we could repair Terako tonight. What am I saying? I know I'm missing more than half of the materials still.
Yeah.
Oh well, okay. I'll see how close I can get. We'll get all the materials we can to fulfill this one mission.
Yeah.
Turn in some bananas as well. Look at that. We're rich. We're rich. They're easing their hold on the banana supply of the world. What am I missing? Rushrooms and Staminoka? Sizzlefin trout. And chill shrooms. Now I know there's a merchant out here that sells chill shrooms. Must not be out today. Okay. Okay. You know, I gotta call it. It's been fun. But I can't really make any progress without, grinding a little bit. And you guys don't want to see that. You guys want to go to sleep. So I will oblige. So without further ado. Well, that's it. We finished the main story of Breath of the Wild. The main story. Not Breath of the Wild. I said Breath of the Wild because I'm looking at this right here. No, there. Hyrule Age of Calamity. This is all post-game stuff, I would call it, but it's clearly new content, it's clearly more, it's extra. But I feel satisfied where we are right now. So if I need to take a break for the rest of the week, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know what happens. What'll probably end up happening, I say, maybe no stream tomorrow, and then we'll play Yakuza Like a Dragon on Friday. On Friday. That's what I'm saying right now. We'll hash it out. As always, if you want to know what the final say is, or at least catch me when I'm live, follow me on Twitch to catch me live next time I stream this or any other game. If you ever miss a VOD, a stream, there's the YouTube channel. That's where I upload all my old stuff. And there's also Twitter and Discord for updates. Of course, of course, of course. Of course, of course. No fan art today, but you know where. You know where to post it if you have any. So with that, I'll just say, if you need to go to sleep, I will let you, and have a good night. Have a good night. We'll find somebody to raid. But until then, stay clucky.